heard anything from Carmelo?
No, I have not.
Are you expecting a decision today?
I am. I expected one yesterday and the day before yesterday, but no, we're waiting.
How do you feel about the situation? I mean, in terms of your chances after meeting with them the last time?
Felt really good about my conversation with Carmelo. Yeah, we really struck a chord. The two of us, I think, feel really passionately about what we're trying to get accomplished. It's his ability to stay, be patient, lead, and watch us develop a winner. There's no instantaneous winner that we think is going to happen to the Knicks right now, but we're going to be a lot better.
Have you talked to him since then, or here and there, since that formal meeting? Or?
No, I've texted him a couple times, but no.
No reply.
No.
In terms of, moving forward, is it kind of waiting for him and then potential other moves can happen after that?
We have alternative plans, plan B, C, D, E, and F, but so far we're still in plan A, and that's the first kind of kingpin that we have to have in this whole situation.
Pau Gasol's name's come up a lot. Do you expect to be in play for him?
Choice of words. That one in play, I don't quite like that one. We'd like to be in the ballpark of where he's getting contracts offered. We anticipate it's going to be somewhere, 10 million above. It's something like that. We don't have that kind of money, but we have what Pau needs: the United Nations. He's an ambassador for United Nations, and that's the platform. We say that's a platform, and pretty soon you can be Secretary of the United Nations. Your career is headed that way. This is a great platform for you. Now, I don't know if that's going to buy him into New York or not, but we'd like him to be there.
But then you'd have to clear money in order to get to that point.
Not possible clearing money right now. I mean, everything's pretty much set. We've run around a little bit and tried to figure out a lot of different strategies, but right now we're pretty set.
So you've had conversations with Pau the last week or so?
Had a birthday. I stayed away from communicating with him until it was an opportunity to talk. We've talked a couple times. I wished him a happy birthday. Told him in the right system and the right coach, he could probably play a couple more years. Yeah, you got to laugh out of it. He knew I was just joking him.
Does he seem responsive that you're on his radar, despite the money?
He knows. He knows what he has here and what is possible, and I think he'd like to play with Carmelo, and I think he'd like to play for a winner. And we can't guarantee that, but with him, we guarantee a much better chance.
Are you expecting a positive outcome from the Carmelo situation for you guys?
Yes.
And what will that mean for you?
Well, it means that we go forward to some of our other plans that we have, as secondary plans, is how to, sustain this team, and, whether we turn to, more veteran support or we go a different direction, younger and more opportunities.
It's kind of a unique situation with all the waiting. How can you describe your emotions to all this week?
I'm pretty flat emotionally about this. It's in other people's hands. You can't control that. We can just control what we can do.
How's this process been different for you, kind of in a new position? You haven't held, you've been around it so long. Are you looking at it from a new perspective?
As a coach, many times, I had to reach out to players and try and encourage them to come play for us, various levels, teams that we had. So it's not all that different. The different part is, putting together the rest of the roster. How do you put it together to make it work and come out the way you want it?
Phil, just with Los Angeles in the mix, were you a little surprised? And naturally, with Jeannie there, was that a little awkward for you?
No.
Having Jeannie be part of it?
No, we talked about this before. That we're going to be in a place where there are going to be players that both of us want, we'll just have to deal with it. We'll put our best pitch forward, and if one was the guy. We just accept that as part of the game, and it is what it is. I think these owners and position that I'm in, you have to understand that's just part of the game.
You have said that you would hope that he took less. If he winds up accepting a maximum deal, does that hurt your flexibility to him?
No. They're amenable to what we're trying to get accomplished. And we're able to discuss it in full. It's not a big thing. You guys have made a much bigger thing about this, about what would happen. It's not really a big thing. It's about percentages, less than 1% that's available in a series of dollars that go over a period of 5 years. So it's not a big deal. It just gives us more flexibility. That's all. All right, guys.
Based on that, you were saying they're amenable to what we're trying to do. Is that your way of kind of saying that if he does come back, that you expect that to be?
We have maybe 5 different options, so there's a lot of different options, and they're said, yeah, we'll talk about that when the time comes.
Any sense on why you haven't heard officially yet? Is it maybe a LeBron factor, or why do you think you're still not official?
Was Mercury in retrograde? I think that's what happened. Communication broke down.
Thanks.